Alright, so in this problem I have 222 to the power of 3x plus 222 to the power of x is equal to 222. So to start, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So right here we have 222 to the power of 3x, and we can think of this as the form a to the power of m times n, m being 3 and n being x. So I'm going to use the reverse of this property and turn this into 222 to the power of x to the power of 3. So I have this plus 222 to the power of x is equal to 222. Now I'm going to let the variable u equal to 222 to the power of x. So if I substitute in u for 222 to the power of x, I get u to the power of 3 plus u is equal to 222. And now I can subtract 222 on both sides. So when these two cancel out, and I get u to the power of 3 plus u minus 222 is equal to 0. Now, negative 222, I'm going to rewrite this as negative 6 times 37. And the reason I'm doing that is because 222, this divided by 2 is 111. And 111, this divided by 3 is 37. So I need a number that can go into both 3 and 2, which is 37. And 37 times what is equal to 222? 3 times 2, which is 6. So 6 times 37 is 222. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as 37u minus 36u. Because remember, we're factoring this out, so we need a 37 as both our sum and our multiply. Now, if I subtract this by 6 times 37, this is equal to 0. Now, I'm going to rewrite this as u to the power of 3 minus 36u plus 37u minus 6 times 37. So I just switched the order of 37u and 36u, and the reason I did that was because now I can factor by grouping. So I'm going to factor from u to the power of 3 minus 36u and 37u minus 6 times 37. So from u to the power of 3 minus 36u, the greatest common factor is u. So I have u times u squared minus 36. And from 37u minus 6 times 37, the greatest common factor is 37. So I get 37 times u minus 6 is equal to 0. Now u squared minus 36, that's the same thing as u plus 6 times u minus 6. So I have this plus 37 times u minus 6 is equal to 0. And now the greatest common factor from both of these terms is u minus 6. So if I factor out u minus 6, I get u minus 6 times u plus 6 plus 37 is equal to 0. And let's go ahead and expand this by distributing. So I get u minus 6 times u squared plus 6u plus 37 is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I get u minus 6 is equal to 0, and I get u squared plus 6u plus 37 is equal to 0. So for u minus 6 equals 0, I can add 6 on both sides, so I get u is equal to 6. And for u squared plus 6u plus 37 equals 0, we can use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. In this case, a is 1, b is 6, and c is 37. So I get u is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 6 squared, which is 36, minus 4 times 1 times 37 all over 2a, so 2 times 1. But notice how over here in our square root here, we get 36 minus 4 times 37, which is 148. And 36 minus 148, that's going to be negative 112, which is a negative number. And you can't take the square root of a negative number. So this has no solution, and my only solution is u equals 6. Now, remember how we let u equal 222 to the power of x, meaning 6 is equal to 222 to the power of x. So to solve this, I'm going to take the log on both sides, so I get log 6 is equal to log 222 to the power of x. And if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move b to the front, so it's going to equal b times log a. So in this case, this can equal log 6 is equal to x times log 222, meaning x is equal to log 6 over log 222. Now, log 6, the value of that is equal to 0.7782, and log 222, the value of that is 2.3464. So if I divide these two, I get x is equal to 0.3317.